That did seem like a better way to get here than making the potion. I'll definitely have to take notes next time.
Yes, I just hope it turns out to be worth all the effort.
What effort? That was easy.
I'm not talking about the trip over. I mean all the work you've done leading up to it. Not to mention the trail of destruction you've left in your wake.
You know what they say about omelets and eggs.
Well, I haven't seen the omelette yet. Just a lot of eggs.
The omelet is the secret of Monkey Island. And I don't know that I'd say lots of eggs. A few eggs.
Odina told me an exciting story about what happened on Bermuda. Apparently, you managed to destroy a priceless traditional artifact and the government of an entire island in 5 minutes flat. That's quite impressive. Even for you.
Frankly, I think I did them a favor. That stuff with the contests was nutty. Traditions are great to have, but you shouldn't base your government on them.
I can't say that I disagree, but it wasn't really your choice to make.
Technically, yes it was, as dictated by tradition.
Odina also thinks you cheated on your algebra test and tried to poison her.
I was solving puzzles. These situations come up and there's only one way to work things out.
Is there?
Incidentally, I think you might also be royalty now, since you're married to me.
I thought something felt different this morning. But I was talking about breaking eggs. Did you know the Museum of Pirate Lore has shut down?
You don't say.
Its prize exhibit went missing. Curiously, there was only one name in the guest book.
Well, I needed a disguise. It was the only way I could get aboard the Chuck ship. The guy doesn't like me for some reason. Go figure.
Herman Toothrot is also a little upset with you. He says you took his key and left him in a dark cave.
He was already in the dark cave when I found him. So, to be fair, no net impact overall.
Except for the key.
True, but he wasn't really using it.
Well, you'll be happy to know he made it out. I rescued him myself.
I am happy to know that. Thanks. Remind me why we're talking about all this?
It's just, I'm worried that the secret can't possibly measure up to the effort and anticipation. What exactly are you expecting to find?
I have no idea. That's why it's so important that I find it.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Here we go. Just like old times. Are you ready for the caverns?
I remember them. Full of lava and tiny ledges.
It's a good thing you're wearing your adventure boots.
Hope you also brought your adventure sword.
Well, well. You go on ahead, sweetie. I'll catch up.
Hey, Wally. How's it hanging?
Seriously, that's the joke you were going to use right now?
I'm trying out some new material.
Don't quit your day job.
Wally, what happened?
As if you don't know.
How did you end up here? I saw your office had been ransacked.
LeChuck came into the shop storming mad because he thought I gave him a map instead of a map to the secret.
Yeah, real head scratcher how that happened. Thanks for the C-map. That was really great, and I owe you for all the work you did for free.
Glad you liked it.
That map you made for me was a winner.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did make you a map. Wait, it's all starting to make sense now. Why is it that every time our paths cross, good old Wally is kidnapped or tormented or worse?
The mysteries of how the universe works may never be known. I wish I could get you out of those shackles.
You and me both.
Yeah, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get the secret before LeChuck does.
Sure, run off. Wally will be fine.
This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. It's a bit late in the game for that. Flambe, you're awake.
Not for long. I'm just here to tell you that you are making a mistake. The Chuck's obsession consumes him like a frog swallowing a tarantula. You don't want to be there when he opens that chest.
Correct. I want to be there before he opens it.
Ugh, you two deserve each other.
Yeah, that's right. Run! I can't really see down there too well. There's a lot of lava. I can't really see down there too well. There's a lot of lava. Okay, here goes. Phew. LeChuck, I'm coming for you!
Damn you, Threepwood! I should have gotten rid of you the first 58 times I had the chance. You will never make it down here alive.
Just once, I want this to be easy. I used to have a letter opener like this. Not usable as an actual spyglass, due to its being a solid chunk of stone. It looks like a piece of 8, but made of stone. You could tile a bathroom if you had enough of these. LeChuck, the secret will never be yours.
I hate solving puzzles more than I hate Threepwood.
The secret will never be yours.
Threepwood, won't you ever give up and just go home?
Once is a coincidence, twice is suspicious. Cheer up, little guy. You'll go far. The clever eyes put this one above the rank and file. That's why I assume first swab. Those epaulets deserve a room of their own. Only the unfair pirate will pass. The clever eyes put this one above the rank and file. That's why I assume first swab. LeChuck, the secret is mine!
You really do suck at puzzles, don't you?
How are you still alive?
You will never have the secret.
I will soon have my revenge.
Then you will forever be cursed.
And you will never escape.
You will vanish with no tails.
No, I will return.
The secret is mine!
Third time be a charm, three-weed.
Next time, I keep my voice down. Only the bloodthirsty pirate will pass. There's no way I'm getting through there. It looks like its arm is hurt. It looks like its leg is hurt. This is going to be a problem. It's leaking some kind of oil all over the floor now. That didn't seem to do anything. I don't want to close any more possible escape routes. So long, Captain Madison. This is like one of those mystery stories where the person has so many enemies the detectives don't know where to start. the stone slabs from the altar seems to have fallen off during the rumbling. There's some writing on it. A swordsman attacked Curacao with his blade and his thick monobrow. His hickory teeth were unbrushed, though complete, and they told him he fought like a cow. From the Complete Book of Pirate Limericks, published in 1590. After all I've been through, finding some limericks on a piece of stone sinking into the lava isn't all that strange. Huh? What? I was just deep in the mushroom and lava-ridden caves under Monkey Island, and now I'm... Oh no. Not yet. It seems to be stuck closed. Must have locked when I came out. Score! Free popcorn. Score! Free popcorn. The windows are just pasted on, and they're not even straight.
Glad you finally made it, kid.
What, Stan?
It's closing time and everyone wants to go home.
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
What do you mean it's closing time? I just got here.
Oh, I don't have time for this. I'm late for an important meeting. Take my keys and shut off all the lights before you leave. I'm not liable for anything that happens after closing time.
Guybrush, are you ready to go?
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
Elaine, thank goodness you're here.
Of course. Where else would I be?
I'm not sure where I am all of a sudden.
You're right here with me. But we shouldn't stick around too long.
I was just underground on Monkey Island, and now we're on Melee?
Things just go by in a blur sometimes when you're having fun, don't they?
Have you done something new with your hair?
Got ruffled in the fight.
I like it. How'd it go with Flair?
Let's just say I made my point.
How did you get here before me?
You know I always try to stay a step ahead.
I'm gonna look around some more.
Fish! We have fresh fish!
Hey, Elaine, let's renew our vows.
Next time, Plunder Bunny, we need to leave.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers. It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
Yeah, I should have suspected Stan's involvement the minute I saw how cheap and gaudy this is. Dagnabbit, it's locked. If only there was a key. Dang, Stan makes LeChuck better every time.
The secret is mine.
Each time I come here, Stan really ups the challenge. But it's still LeChuck 0, Guybrush Threepwood 6.
The secret is mine.
Nice twist adding in Madison, Trent, and Lila. The team-up had me fooled for a while.
The secret is mine.
Well, back to my boring flooring inspector job. Until next time. What a stroke of luck. The locksmith had the key all along. That was disappointingly easy. I wonder what's going on. I thought I'd be really excited to have this key. Now I'm just suspicious. Interesting. I found the secret of Monkey Island, and all it was this stupid t-shirt. Want some popcorn?
Ooh, did you find that on the ground?
No.
No thanks.
Not sure how I feel about this being the secret.
No matter what it was, could it have ever lived up to your expectations? On the bright side, it's 100% pre-washed cotton.
Glass half full. That's why I married you. I'm ready to go.
Good. Me too.
Dad, that was a silly ending, and it didn't even make any sense. You're terrible at endings.
I thought you liked silly endings. You and Chucky play the ending of Monkey Island 2 really silly.
That's different. We're kids, and we're just goofing around. You're the one who said you can't just change things. You said that's not how storytelling works.
I did?
I want to know the secret. You have to tell me what it was.
Whoa, I wasn't making anything up. That was what really happened.
Mom, Dad won't tell me what the secret is.
Are you filling our son's head with your outlandish stories again?
I was telling him the one about how we found the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that one. Every time you tell that story, the ending gets stranger and stranger. Let's go down to the docks and watch the galleon head out.
Yay!
I found the lost map to the treasure of Maya Island. It's going to be a fun adventure.
I'll meet you down there. Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. You had to brew a special potion. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread. These are from the time I found the secret of Monkey Island. I started my voyage at the Scum Bar, but right away I could tell it wasn't going to be like old times. In some quarters, my reputation was a disadvantage. The new pirate leaders were focused on sacking and pillaging, but plunder stats aren't everything. I learned more than I ever wanted to know about mops. I made the unusual decision to join LeChuck's crew as a way to get to Monkey Island. Serving on LeChuck's ship was an interesting experience. I grew to like the crew. I forgot all about looking like a zombie and starting a mutiny and seizing the ship. My disguise held up great, right up until we were nearing Monkey Island, when there was a failure. Gullet was my supervisor. Not a very pleasant guy. Pucher was really happy when I got her promoted to chef. I got thrown off the ship, but that was okay. I'd gotten as far as I needed to. The actual return to Monkey Island was not what I expected. We all thought the secret would be on the island somewhere. Everybody had a map, some more useful than others. Elaine and I rebuilt my old ship, the Sea Monkey, so we could sail back to Melee. I learned some deeply personal things about my nemesis, LeChuck. The temporary pact I made with my enemies turned out to be about 5 minutes more temporary than I had hoped. It was a race to get to the secret first. I hunted down all 5 golden keys. I wonder if I was supposed to keep these. LeChuck teamed up with Madison, but that was never going to last. Madison was scheming to betray LeChuck. Lila was scheming to betray Madison and LeChuck. I'm not sure Trent ever thought very far ahead. Whitey Bones told me all about the golden keys. Elaine had a lot on her plate, but she was with me in the end. Carla handled earthquake relief as best she could under the circumstances. I broke Stan out of prison. Wally was kidnapped. The voodoo lady disappeared. I unseated the reigning queen to become the last queen of Bermuda. I visited Herman Toothrot in his cozy hermit cave. We chased LeChuck back to Monkey Island again, and I tracked him down. Elaine held off Flair Gory while I went into the monkey. Someone had devised a series of themed pirate monkey puzzles to keep out the unworthy. I made this mock-up of the final puzzle. I think it's pretty neat. I found Wally! Oh, shoot. I wonder when this fell out. Wait, what's this?